All right. It's about like 4 o'clock. Um, I am. How do I want to put this? I'm getting a little bit restless. I mean, how do I want to describe this? Like, because I kind of get this every time it gets close to time for me to get undressed and undo all this. There's I look better in the dark, and I know that sounds really bad, but I think I look better in the dark. Let me just sort that out. Because I care about lighting, and I'm a bitch. Better. No. Okay, because that was my preferred lighting the first time. Yeah, I love that. Love that. It's like glow. So, yeah. I mean, what? I got ready. I got up at 3. Started doing what I needed to do around 4. I think I was kind of ready, like actually done by like 6. I mean, it always takes me much longer than it should, just because I'm out of practice and I had to like figure some things out. And there's a lot of like waiting, especially from like the different layers. But I go through makeup setting spray like a motherfucker. But I'm gonna go out and fucking slap that dog. It needs to shut up because it's bugging me. I don't know what it's barking at. It doesn't need to bark. It's probably alerted that whoever the fuck it's trying to alert, it's alerted it. You can stop now. Oh, the worst part is whenever it's itchy underneath the pad. Oh, that's the worst. But and you can't scratch it, especially in long nails. Like you'd think that would help, but like you break a nail. But yeah, anyway, it's getting around time where I'm starting to feel a little bit restless. I don't know how to describe this feeling. It's more because I'm a very active person, and I don't mean like I exercise or whatever the hell. I can't win. There we go. Oh, the apple slipped out of the bag. Ow. Anyway, that's not bad. I still like it the other way because that has like a weird downcast shadow. Don't stare right into light, you dumb bitch. Anyway, yeah, the feeling I get whenever it gets to this point. I've just spent the whole day. I mean, I spend the whole day sitting on my ass, playing on my phone, taking pictures. I mean, there's nothing I can really do. I mean, when there's nobody in the house, I prefer days like that. I can go till like, I go to bed, and then usually I'm like, I should take this off. Like, I can't sleep with this. But, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I can't do anything. As a male, I'm a very active person. I go running around, I do stuff, even though I've been jobless for a while. Like, I clean the house, I do some work in the workshop, I, go to the office and type some things up. Wow, that was a really bad slip. I do a whole bunch of things throughout my day. As a female, there's nothing I can really do except, can it be facile? I think might be the word. Why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just, I really think it boils down to, like, okay, I haven't done anything all day, and it's a weird reverse dysphoria of what I normally get, because I'm biologically male, and I live most of my life as a male. But there's times where my eyebrows have, like, fucking disappeared. But, there are times when it's, like, like, the female half of my brain is, like, I need to be. Usually it's about once a week. I was a good schedule. I was always, like, super happy when I did that, like, once a week. Because then it was, okay, you know, once a week or every other week was not a bad thing. But, that's the male. But, yeah, once a week or every other week wasn't that bad. So, yeah, I'm getting anxious because, somebody connected to somebody that I, cut out of my life texted me for information. I'm like, the reason I cut these people out is because I don't want to deal with their bullshit. So, this bitch don't play with bullshit. But yeah, I mean, I've just been sitting around, doing nothing. I had a wank. I prefer saying had a wank as opposed to I masturbated or jacked off. I don't know why the English slang just feels better on my tongue. That's an innuendo. But it does. I just prefer saying I had a wank. It's softer to me. The word having a wank as opposed to jacking off, masturbating. Like, it's just so coarse. Having a wank sounds kind of lovely. Because it is. Anyway. God, I'm so bad. I did that, and usually there's a phenomenon that happens, it's in the, dirty communities that I'm in, where it's like, after you go, you, like, have a whole bunch of regret, and, like, take everything off, and, you purge yourself momentarily, and I don't want to do that. Not because I'm, like, trying to, sexually reinforce this at all, but I've always considered, like, whenever I am dressed, I consider myself a female. I always consider myself, like, if I'm attracted to a male, it's a female being attracted to a male. That's how I've always viewed this. I really don't view myself as a sissy, which is the term that I kind of let myself underline because it does answer some questions when it comes to things, but it's like, that's not my forte, but it fits the best. So it's easier to have most questions answered than no questions answered, if that makes any sense. So I don't really identify that. It's just, kind of works. But, yeah, I kind of, going back with that, the, like, post-nut clarity, like, purging, like, I try not to do that as, like, okay, a woman isn't going to, like, just masturbate casually, and then be like, okay, I can't be a woman anymore. Like, and I'm not there, like, in the moment, thinking about, like, oh, I'm a woman. That's not the drive there, it's the interaction. I mean, that's the doorway you have to walk through, but you're not impressed by the doorway. To go swimming, you have to go into the locker rooms, but you don't get wet in the locker rooms. You can, I don't, if that makes any sense. Probably not, I'm just babbling. And I always hate getting undressed because I'm like, I know me so well. I'm not going to do this again for like 3 months until I get at wit's end and I go batshit crazy. So it's always like, oh, I don't want to, because I never know when I'm going to get back to doing this. because it usually involves quite a lot of bargaining with my partner of like, look, I'm gonna do my thing and you're gonna just mind your own fucking business. Like, just stay over there. I know this is a strange part of our relationship, but that's what that's what you signed up for. My partner did know about, well, his partner, pronouns are hard. As a female, I'm not in a relationship with his partner. Tried that, and just not a thing. But I don't know why I'm like really against mentioning the gender of the partner, but probably just for privacy's sake. But the partner knew about this probably a week into them dating. So it's like, you knew about this, you could have backed out. You know, at that point it was like, okay, you know, here's this thing I do. If you're not into that, just keep your mouth shut and we can break up right here and now. And they didn't. So yeah. I keep talking, but I shouldn't. Like, I'm trying to think about what I can do in the future. Like, when I'm gonna do this again. My days are rather open, and that's even worse. Whenever your days are like completely open, you're like, you have no urgency to do anything. And even when you're trying to plan things, it's like, it's the over reverse of it, where you're like, oh yeah, I have any day I can do whatever. Yeah, I should. So, because I didn't record for my blue and white site, I should, because that was actually a really good bit of money. So I will do that next time, because honestly, there's a lot of times where I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I just want to enjoy my femininity instead of, you know, knackering away at myself on camera. It's nice to enjoy being a girl and expressing that part of my personality and who I am without having to monetize something I enjoy. By that I mean being female, not, you know, I mean, everybody enjoys pleasuring themselves, but, you know, that's not the reason I do this. I do try to make that abundantly clear, because there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, you know, which I've always found really interesting. That I don't know what voice I'm in. I'm kind of in between headspaces, but whenever I tell people about, you know, me being bigender, like, there's always that weird look of like, oh, yeah. Like, they're expecting me to just throw on a dress, and that's the only effort, and they're like, oh, you know, because that's what people think is the worst case scenario. There's always that look of, yeah, how quickly should I run? And then I show them a picture of me as a female, and they're like, oh, you're actually serious about this, and you look really good. I think the attractive level I've garnered helps me a lot in that, because then people are like, oh, it's not, I think there's a weird subconscious thing of, oh, it's not just a fetish thing. It's like you're actively trying. So that's always a bonus. So yeah. My partner's on the phone right now, and I'm always concerned when they're on the phone, because they do stupid shit when they're on the phone. So, yeah. I'm gonna probably get undone here. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I got like, what, 6 hours left in my day? Although I will probably pass out in 3. I got up at 3 a.m. Immediately started putting tape on my dick and everything else, and all the other bullshit I had to put up with. That's another thing. How the fuck do you do this every day? I know I am an extreme case where I have to go extra hard. I mean, there's a lot of women that, I mean, if they wear makeup on a daily basis, it's, you know, a little bit of eye makeup, you know. I mean, I'm talking average. Yeah, there's a lot of women that, like, overcake themselves, like the e-girls and stuff like that. But for an average woman, I guess it's, you just throw on some eyeliner, you know, a little bit of boost, do your hair, which would be a pain. That's probably worse than makeup. I hate doing my hair. It hurts my arms. And you do that every morning. Like I said, again, I'm in an extreme case. I have to literally recreate myself from, you know, the bottom up. But if you have to, and my voice is being so fucking horrible, if you have to do that every day, I mean, I'd imagine you get really quick about it. But holy shit. Holy shit. My voice is slipping. I'm losing it. I probably should get undone. I'm kind of going in between brain spaces just because I'm restless. Which is strange because, like I said, I do this the other way around as a male. Where it's like, okay, you know, I'll think really feminine thoughts and kind of get into that brain space. And it's like, you know, not what I need. And right now I'm like, no, not what I need. So, yeah, I probably should. I don't want to, but it's probably for the best. So, hopefully, I get to do this again at in a quicker convenience. I hate my voice sometimes. I let it trail off, and it's so bad. Like, this is the voice I usually want to use, but I trail off, and I get really bad, and I mumble, and I'm bad at that. But hopefully, I get to do this again rather soon. The hopefully note was really good. I kind of want to. Hopefully, I get to do this again rather soon. And yeah, I'm gonna go. I look so good. I say this every time I get dressed. I'm like, oh, I look so good. I wanna. Let me look in the mirror. Yeah, still kicking. My teeth are terrible, but what am I gonna do? I did end up making false teeth at one point, and that worked really well. I had the, you can see in the White Girl Tries Coffee for the first time. Yeah, that's how that ended up, and it looked really good. But oh my god, that would have been a pain in the ass to apply each and every individual tooth, and then keep track of them. Like, it already takes me a long time to get ready. I don't need to add that. Like, I mean, I know if I do this repeatedly, it'll become second nature, because probably when I was really into it, about a year plus ago. Yeah, when I was doing about every week when I was working. Yeah. You know, I got pretty quick at it, doing all this stuff. It took me like a half an hour instead of the hour it does now. So, yeah. I think also I used fans. But, yeah, I'm gonna go. So, bye-bye. Hopefully I do this soon.